It's a very deep chair.
Yeah.
Do you ever use these, the buttons?
Yes, because
really?
yeah, Panasonic is a telly. I got this for a steal pre-Black. I mean, I haven't looked at it. What's Black Friday? But pre-Black Friday, it was under £400.
Oh shit!
Like 4K.
Yeah.
Yada yada yada. Lovely telly. So I thought, oh yeah. But the navigation and the UI on it is absolute gash.
I don't understand why TVs do this. Like, they have the slowest operating systems. The UI is horrible. Like, you press a button and it freezes, and then you press it again and it jumps 3 over, and you're like, come on, just use the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they don't make it better.
Like, my telly in there, in the sitting room, and the telly in the bedroom, both LGs.
Okay.
So you can have an app for your remote, which is brilliant. But the user interface is dead simple to run.
Okay.
But this one, it's like, you can turn the telly on by pressing the Netflix button, but you can't turn the telly on if you press the Disney button or the YouTube button. So it's bizarre.
That is bizarre.
And you can't install anything that, like, there's no aftermarket apps that you can add to the telly. It's all got what it says you can fucking have. And so I'm kind of like, I could get a Chromecast.
Fire Stick.
Yes, I could get something.
Yeah.
If I wanted to have anything extra. But so far, I'm just using what's on there. Like, it does have a relatively good browser.
Yeah. So you could get web-based.
Yeah. So I have managed to. That's where I managed to watch Weapons on the Googling. Where can I watch Weapons without having to have a subscription?
What was it?
Thing. Oh, it's a site that's been taken down.
I haven't used those kind of sites for so long because I'm afraid of them. I don't know what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, because like I got really into the whole, is streaming movies from these sites as much of a crime as hosting them? And it's definitely not.
Hosting is the worst.
Hosting is the worst. I mean, It's still naughty. It's still very naughty. And
you shouldn't stream, but also, if I'm on YouTube and I can watch something, I'm not doing my due diligence to then check whether it's the legal version of it or whether they've got the copyright owner's permission.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, no, it's on YouTube and I'm going to watch it. And if that's not okay, then it's on YouTube's responsibility to get rid of that from, this is too bright. Yeah, I might go into the corner. Do you reckon the corner's any better?
I tell you what, why don't I pull a chair around the other side of the thing and we'll sit at the...
the counter. Yeah, go on then. Which, do you want to go this side? Or
I'll go...
Yeah. Let's go this side because there's no sun.
Although I'm an absolute fool when it comes to getting on these type of things because I don't know why. Getting on a high chair is always a difficulty for me. I think it's because of my little legs.
This feels more formal now.
Too formal?
Maybe not too formal. I think the fact that we're both sat,
Yeah. It's cool.
Do you intend to get back into acting at all?
It's something I would never discount.
Sure.
But it's not something I'd actively go and seek out. So yeah, you could say that I have been a professional and amateur actor.
I feel like once you become professional, all your amateur work falls into the professional bracket.
But would you class background artists as professional actors? They're professionally standing around, not doing much.
I would say the same about models. And in that same respect, I would consider models professionals because I think there is an art in standing around looking like you're not doing much when actually models do a lot. So part of me does think like if a background artist, I would consider them professional based on their performance. If it was a bunch of kids dossing around, that's not professional.
I walked into that chippy with real vigour.
Salt and vigour. What were you a chippy enthusiast in? Or did you walk into a carpenter?
Oh no, chip shop.
Right.
Chip shop. It was for a BBC a limited series called, I think it was like Flesh and Blood or something like that, with Christopher Eccleston.
Okay.
So Christopher Eccleston and Stephen Graham were the two fellas. headlines. And it was about him finding out that he was adopted and finding out that both of his birth parents had severe mental disabilities.
Okay.
And then him finding out, like, searching for his birth parents and finding out more. And there's a scene where they're walking past the chippy.
Yeah.
And I walk into the chippy.
Oh.
And it was great because even though there was the catering van, and the food was good in the catering van, the chip shop owner was like, "I'm getting paid a lot to have my chip shop open. Would you like some chips?" And yes, please.
Of course I bloody do.
Do you want a can? Yes, please. Vimto. Love it.
Welcome to Your Life in Film. I'm your host, Ted Bennett. Joining me this week is Mike Ballance. Mike is a film enthusiast. He was also one of the cinema lot.
Yep.
Mike is also a professional amateur when it comes to acting.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. So, professional. Obviously, we've discussed what a professional, what an amateur would be, but professional TV actor without lines, but making sure that everything's believable in the background.
Yeah.
To ensure that, you know, the scenes are real and
so
shit.
Your professional was BBC work,
mm-hmm.
and then you've also done theatre?
Yeah, I've probably done more theatre than I've done
telly.
Because all the tellies were Doctors and the Forsyte Saga.
Ooh.
So that was pretty cool, getting all kitted up in full tweed period costume.
That's pretty good.
And theatre. So I have done a lot of amateur dramatics in the Shrewsbury area.
Who were you with? Were you with the Based on Hill players?
I did do Based on Hill, yes. Yeah, for a couple of shows.
Nice.
And then became a part of the Mad Cow productions.
Where's Mad Cow?
Oh, they're disbanded now. But
because of the controversies.
Yeah, because BSE. Clearly. You know, they had to get culled.
They had to. They had to.
That was it. Turns out that they were all right. They made some great burgers, though. Mm.
Funny tummy for a week, but you're fine.
Yeah, so it was quite a little...
Do you remember that in Casualty? When the mad cow disease was all big. And there was an episode of Casualty... And now, this might have been from my child mentality of it, but someone had lost their mind and was about to throw themselves out of the window. And when the camera pans, when the friends break in to be like, "What's going on?" I remember there being like an empty plate of what I assumed was mince. But what I probably wasn't seeing was the drug, like, paraphernalia on the floor. So I assumed, I was like, "Oh shit, you eat dodgy mad cow meat, you turn into a mad cow."
Yeah.
Was that what was happening?
You fuck with the bull, you get the horns. Or fuck the cow and you get the...
Spinal bap.
Yeah. CJD, I think, is the...
CJD?
Is what turns into when it becomes like a human strain. I don't know.
The cows were eating the cows. That's what was causing it, wasn't it?
Oh, I have no idea.
I thought they were being fed cow.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought it was like a cannibalistic thing. I could be wrong.
Fuck.
I could be right.
There's no way to know.
Look, no one's got the internet in their pockets.
There's no way to know anymore.
My phone isn't right next to my hand.
Yeah.
And then, when the humans ate it, it made you wappy.
I suppose so. I think tainted beef did something wrong.
Sometimes I feel I want to have a kebab. Sorry, yeah. Go on.
Not really beef, though, is it?
Do you know beef kebabs?
Oh, not these days. I'm married.
Oh.
So Mad Cow Productions were I suppose, a relatively big thing in the Shrewsbury area of amateur dramatics. So,
where did they play out of?
Theatre 7.
Oh, Sugar Lumps. Okay.
Yeah. So they were, big enough and they had a budget enough to do
put on shows regularly.
A show annually. Annually, or they might have done one every 6 months, or they changed it. I think they did a musical, then they would do a farce. Then it was a musical, then it was a farce. So they kind of had a set structure structure on the types of shows that they would play, but I don't know if they did one a year or one every 6 months. I can't remember.
I'd like to put on a play.
Would you?
I really would. Because the idea, like, I read Mike Nichols's book, and that idea of working with actors over a period of time to really hone a performance feels like that's such a good way of doing it, but then also forcing you to relinquish control every night. Because you can prep an actor for everything, but then the second that curtain goes up, they can do what the fuck they like, essentially.
You rely on them to get it done.
Yeah, and if they want to tweak a thing, or if they have a bit of an ego and want to get a bit more of a laugh somewhere else, that's something you're going to have to deal with afterwards. Yeah. And then at the end of it, you've got to decide, well, the whole performance was good. I'm not happy with that, but do I just swallow my own pride and whatever? And I feel like it's such a good learning experience for a director.
Yeah.
To do.
And how much tweaking of a scene would you do after like the first performance? Because if it's been so ingrained to do it in a certain way, and knowing that they've only got one chance to change it for the next performance, that's a good point. Would you do a subtle, instead of standing here, maybe stand there? Yeah. Or would you like some stage direction, or would you change it with inflection on how they are portraying a character? Would you change character stylings? Or I
feel like it would be, obviously rehearsals is where you'd want to get most of that, wouldn't you? And then on the performance night, I think you have to just sit in the audience. You got to see how's it being, like I would find myself watching the audience more than anything.
Ride that wave, and where's it?
And right. This bit is not sitting. Why is it not sitting? It's not very dynamic. Okay, it's not dynamic. Let's move it around a bit. Let's see what we can do. Or like everyone's loving this performer, regardless of whether it's the comedy, the tragedy, whatever. It's like, okay, well then during the maybe there is a bit of a lull, bring that person a bit more forward so that the audience are responding to them. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's sort of, I think that's the beauty of it. Like with a film, you do your rehearsals and then you shoot, and then you either like the take or you don't, and then you do it again or not. But then until you've edited it and then sent it out to festivals and then sit in the audience with them, and then you watch it with them and everyone sort of like giggles at the wrong bit, you're like, oh fuck, okay, why are you giggling? Oh, you like it, but you didn't, it's a funny bit. It's not meant to be funny, but if you think it's funny and not in a bad way,
I'm going to take that.
I'll take that. But then sometimes
the bit that you think is funny falls flat.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, okay, well that's fine if it falls flat but still has some sort of emotional resonance, that's fine.
Yeah.
So, but then all you can then do is, well, okay,
polish.
Next film, I'll try something else. And it's like, actually, I quite like the idea of being able to hone this story.
Yeah.
And then there's that sweet spot, clearly, where the final performance is everyone's done. The first performance is everyone's still a bit nervous. You get to that just past the middle where I imagine it's like, right, we've ironed it out now. And we're good. We're doing it. I think it could be interesting. But I don't know, if you're doing theatre, I imagine, because I've never directed a play before, I would only put on a show one night only, or maybe 2 nights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing a 6-month run of King Lear.
But yeah, I think it's like, but if you do a one night only, and it turns out to be absolutely massive, very well received, audience loved it.
Yeah.
You loved the experience of sitting there, watching your creation come to life. It'd be like, I should do that a bit more. Like, would you look at extending the run or do something different?
Well, I never like going back, because there's the idea of ever adapting one of my old shorts into a feature kind of bores me, because I'm like, well, I've done it. That the film you saw is the film I wanted to tell. Yeah. If I wanted to tell a longer version, I would have written it as a longer version, but I don't. So the idea of going back to something that is done.
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider a play done until the end of its run.
Okay.
So every night is a new iteration, and even if it is like, I think we've got this actually, let it play until the end of the day.
Yeah.
Then that's great. But the idea of, there's one of the films that I made at university, which I really like, and is the one you were in, Aliens,
yes.
question mark.
Yeah.
I would really like to remake that.
Okay.
But then in practicality, I would not.
Yes.
Because I think it's out of all of the ones that I did at uni, with a bit of budget and a bit, like now with a bit more skill, I think it could do really well. But the idea of having to redo it just bores me.
That's it. So, okay. That's interesting. So you, like, it was a thing that you loved to do, but then like, no, I've done, yeah.
Yeah. I'm very good at dropping things once they're done.
Yeah, fuck
you know
you.
what I mean?
All right,
yeah,
sorry.
kind of. There's a sense of
Post-nut clarity.
Yeah, but like a completion to something, you know. So I remember, when I was a kid, I was really into skateboarding, right?
Right.
And I learned one trick, and
Yeah.
I got all the gear done.
What was your trick?
Ollie. You know what I mean?
So other than, let's say, to be fair, I don't know why I'm laughing.
Yeah.
I couldn't even do an ollie.
Fucking Mikey Hawk over here.
Yeah. But no, fair play for doing one.
I still can.
I was thinking, is it going to be a kickflip?
No, I can't do a kickflip.
Or, I can't even.
Tray flip.
Yeah.
No, I can't do any of those. Last time I rode a skateboard, I almost blacked out from being too dope. No, because I went down a ramp, went up the ramp, body decided to stay where it was while the board went further. I landed on both my hip and my back at the same time, proper twisted, heard a good old crunch, stood up, went to sit down, and then, like I was just going into a black hole, everything around me just got darker and darker, and I was
dear.
oh shit, I'm going to pass out. And I was like, I really hope I don't pass out. And then I got out of it just at the last minute, and I was like, I'm never getting on a skateboard again. And I haven't.
When I was a little boy, I got a skateboard for Christmas or birthday, one of them things. But it wasn't like a cool skateboard that skaters would use. Do you know the massive super wide ones that were like,
oh yeah,
almost like 3 feet long and like a good sort of foot wide,
and they had like
a big lip at the end,
but then a point at the front.
Yeah. So I had one of them.
I mean, that's what the kids in the 70s started skateboarding on. Like, that's what back when, to give you a fucking history on skateboarding, apparently.
Oh, thank you.
It was a autistic hyperfocus for me for a while. In the 70s, that's what all the kids would start, and tricks were just, like, you would just do slides or like footwork around it. Like there was no kick flips or something. It wasn't until Rodney Mullen came in that like he invented the
modern
Yeah.
skateboarding. Yeah.
And it was an extension of surfing. When the weather wasn't good but you kids wanted to surf, they would skate. And then it was street skating. Then it turned into street, like going up some verts, but then like sliding back down them and all that kind of stuff. And then it turned into kickflips and that. But for a long time, those sort of skateboards that are, you know, the generic Santa Cruz looking one.
Yeah.
That's what they all learnt on. It wasn't until they put in the 2 kicks.
Fuck.
There you go.
Back to the Future 2 lied to me then.
There is no chance.
Or was it Back to the Future 1?
Clearly
not a film enjoyer if I got it wrong. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know anything. You're going to hate my list. No, you won't.
Stand aside Schindler's List. Here's Mike's.
Yeah, really hated.
Well, then we should get into it then. We should get into this list.
Fair.
So, yes, we have worked at the cinema together. Well,
no, we didn't.
we never worked at the cinema together. You worked with my brother,
Yeah, the better you.
but that's definitely not true.
No.
So don't even put that out on the internet.
No. The other you.
There we go. So you worked at the cinema?
Yes.
But what was the first thing you ever saw at the cinema?
Now, I don't recall watching this.
That's
At the
that a lot of
cinema.
people have said, yeah.
However, I recall the aftermath of watching this.
The argument.
I remember the last 10 minutes.
Right.
And I remember walking out and then telling the audience that I had a heart attack. So the first film I remember seeing was Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Ooh.
So this would have been 89 or 1990.
Yeah.
And the music hall. So the Shrewsbury Music Hall.
Oh, shit, okay.
And clearly I was frightened to death by the guy's face becoming very, very old. when he
So good.
chooses poorly. But I don't remember anything else up to basically the trials, which is the best part of the film. Let's be honest.
Elsa definitely was a good bit. The Nazi.
Yeah, yes, but not at 6.
Oh, for me, I was a hound from day one, mate.
No,
But no, I know what you mean. Last Crusade is the second best indie, though.
it's also my favourite of the 3.
Yet you think it doesn't kick off until the very end. That says a lot about what you think about the others.
Yeah, I think they're a little overrated.
Is that going to come back later?
It won't. I do have some honourable mentions, if you'll permit them.
I'll take some honourable mentions.
So we walked out, and they had their queuing system was basically you just queued along the corridor because it's not a particularly big screen. I don't know how big it was back in the day. I don't even remember what time or when they stopped showing movies in there.
Yeah, I remember they said that they showed films, but I think someone said they might have been being dismissive, correct? But they were like, "Oh, it's just a TV on a bloody stand." Like they didn't say that it was a screen when I was told.
I reckon it would have been. I'm sure.
A pull down screen minimum.
Yeah. You couldn't have a large-ish group of people queuing to watch a telly, and well.
But then it would have had to have been at least a 16mm projector, because I can't imagine they had a 35mm in there.
Oh, pass. Couldn't even say. But anyhow, I walked past and then I told the entire audience, don't go in there, don't watch it, I had a heart attack.
But he's still alive to tell you this.
Yeah. So a small 6-year-old boy walking past and telling the entire crowd, be careful, I had a heart attack. And then I think, there was clearly...
The queue was also very close to the job centre. So maybe there was just kids and it was blokes at the job centre and you're like, don't go in there, I had a heart attack. And they were like...
Is this how I get benefits?
Is this how you get out of it?
Yes.
Yeah, I had a heart attack too.
Yeah, we all did. And I distinctly remember there being a poster for Arachnophobia. It's their next film that they were showing. Because of the spider hanging down in the moon. I thought it was fantastic.
It's a great poster.
Lovely.
Shame the film is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun?
Sure.
Unnecessary?
It's one of those ones that, like, when I was younger, I think the idea of it scared me, and I was like, oh yeah, watch Arachnophobia. And then when I watched it as an adult, I was like, oh god.
It's trying to be a mainstream monster movie without the B kitsch of it.
Yeah, which I think you really need the kitsch. If without the kitsch and the schlock, those movies aren't fun.
Yeah, because it's just a spider. A little, like an actual spider that is, yes, venomous, and you will probably die, but it's still just it's not like a 8-legged freaks, which I think
it's great fun.
It is a great film. Sort of hit all of the thematic and tonal points.
Exactly.
But yes, so my honourable mention to another movie that I remember seeing was in, I think it was the MGM cinema in Belfast.
Okay.
And that was Jurassic Park. Oh. And that was the first time I recall the spectacle of cinema.
So, and what were you doing in Belfast?
My mum and dad are from Belfast. So we were over in the summer seeing other family members. And it was always let's go to the cinema.
Did they have subtitles?
No.
So...
What, my mum and dad or...
The film? Come on, don't be silly. No, it was a bad joke.
Yep. They're fucking Jurassic pricks.
They should all be destroyed.
Yep.
Actually,
yeah.
That might have been something they said anyway.
Could have been. I suppose it depends on what god they love.
You gotta go. That was a dreadful one. I'm going to cut that out.
Yeah. No, okay. No, keep it in. But yeah, I remember the spectacle, and I was just Googling last night. The cinema itself had gone. It was an MGM cinema that became a Virgin cinema, which I didn't know was really a thing.
I didn't know that was
then it was. I think it opened in '93, changed to Virgin in '96, then changed to something else in like 2000. And then it was unfortunately demolished in 2021. But yeah, it was a huge screen. I think 400 odd seater auditorium.
Okay. That's huge.
But and a massive screen. And just going, I remember walking into that and just thinking, this is huge.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. Because only really sort of knowing the Empire cinema from, you know.
What was do we ever know what the seating capacity of that cinema was? The Empire?
Again, there'll be no way of ever knowing.
We'll never know. No.
It's probably something that could be Googled.
Yeah.
I reckon. But yeah, that was the cinema that I
Should we know? No, I can't believe
grew up with. But going into a proper tiered auditorium was majestic. It was delightful. And seeing a film that was so seminal at the time and still is today
I
was
mentioned
just
this
brilliant.
to a friend yesterday that I think Jurassic Park was the Star Wars for our generation. I think Star Wars is fine, but Jurassic Park seemed to be the film that everyone sort of, you know, mid to late 30s, early 40s, that was the one that we were all like, oh, Jurassic Park, that's the one.
Yeah.
Like, and I think it was definitely our Star Wars where everyone got excited about it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a blockbuster that is, I'm not going to say perfect, but it's just a bloody great film. There's not a part of that film that I don't like.
No.
And it was a life-changing movie as a kid in the 90s.
And there's that weird warmth. Like, I remember watching the bit when they're on the little Mr. DNA ride.
Yeah.
And that thing of, like, blokes wearing tan pants with a shirt tucked in and a t-shirt underneath it, and they got big old NHS specs, whatever, and, like, beards and hair. And then whenever I would watch, like, behind the scenes, they always like softly lit them and then kind of did like quite a hazy thing on it. And I thought like, the 90s, that would have been a really, like, I'm a bit nostalgic for that period, but purely in that sort of like, oh, I wish I was working wherever these guys were working. Because I imagine it's just so soft and calm and quiet and nice. And not so sort of, no one was focused about trying to look sexy. They were just being grown-ups.
Is the 90s then maybe our nostalgic good old days from Boomers 1970, back when Britain was proper?
Oh, God. Maybe, because I do look at the 90s in a very, like, old episodes of Men Behaving Badly.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh, God, yeah.
Bottom.
All, and I will say it's all because there's no mobile phone. Everything that people are doing, and they have to go somewhere, they have to do a thing, they have to go and see their friends.
Living in the moment without screens.
Exactly. And I really enjoy that. And I think it kind of loses that when a lot of films specifically, a lot of them would be resolved within 20 minutes if the mobile phone was around.
Yeah.
Like, and the amount of things that, like, if CCTV was a thing, most films like wouldn't have happened at that certain time. And it's just sort of like, oh, that kind of, all the fun and the mystique and the allure is gone because fucking big CCTV ruined it for everyone. Yeah. And I put phones into big CCTV as well.
Yeah. Like, I think that, in a very similar vein, like one of my favourite TV programmes is The Wire. And I kind of feel that today with the pages and the payphones, not that I would want it to be updated, but how could it be? Because they still have burners. You can still get pay-as-you-go phones today.
Still do all that.
But how much more difficult would it be to get your wiretaps because they've got no original payphone to get it on? And
WhatsApp is making a big thing about being encrypted end to end.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be going to the phone companies. You'd be having to go to Meta.
Yeah.
And then as a private entity, they'd just sort of be like, what's in it for us? No, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, then it just becomes the court case rather than the drug busts.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Like, it would just be, I think it just becomes more boring when it's like, oh, this is corporate espionage, but not in like The Insider, the Russell Crowe film.
Yeah.
Like, not in one of those ways, or like, is it Dark Water, the Teflon one? Like, don't get me wrong, I love
Dark Water. Is that all
Mark Ruffalo?
Mark Ruffalo? Yeah.
Like, I love one of those things, or like The Paper, or The Zodiac. Anything that's sort of just like people discovering in real time, like, oh, I didn't realise this. I like all those. But I don't think I'd care about a drug bust that was being dealt with like that. I'd be like, no. The fun bit's the fucking undercover work, the drug bust, the doing it all.
The coppers turning up and busting heads.
And then I said this actually on a previous episode, I think Plankenstein. Everyone's so hyper-focused on realism now that cop logic no longer makes sense.
Yes.
So in Terminator, Lance Hendrickson and I can't remember the name of his like sergeant, they just have like normal drinking coffee, getting angry cop logic, and then getting a shotgun and shooting some fools.
Yeah.
And you're like, the cop logic then just doesn't really stand as you can get away with that kind of stuff, because now if you watch a cop show and they go get their pump action shotgun, they've had to sign their release form. They've had to like argue with the DA about getting it all. And you're like, I actually quite liked it when it was all a bit smaller. You know, Assault on Precinct 13 wouldn't work now because they'd be like, we'll just get the National Guard in. No, just get them in. No one's hijacking a police station. And it's like, oh, but the fact that it's just 5 people trying to defend themselves against a little terrorist cell, that sounds quite interesting.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's got to be bigger. No.
Yeah. No. Yeah, because you should be okay. So you just need to sign here and here and here. That's for the shotgun. And you need to sign here for the ammunition.
You're going to get 12 shells, but I would like 13 back.
Yeah. I would give you some body armor, but someone else has already signed one of those out, so you can't quite get that. And we need a requisition from the captain before I can release this.
Did you watch Shin Godzilla?
No.
Shin Godzilla is pretty much how government would deal with Godzilla, and that's pretty much what it was. It's just a lot of people in like boring, drab offices, like, what are we going to do? We're going to shut down the railways? We're going to shut down the streets? We should probably clear the streets. We should probably clear the people out of this town. We should. And then Godzilla's outside just like, and they're like, oh my God, this is getting really bad. Do we close the ports? Yeah. It's just like a really normal day, not normal day for them, but like everyone's just sort of like, I mean, how's this going to look for the mayor? Should the mayor go and say something?
Who's on shift at the water company?
Genuine.
You need to turn it off.
It's like, it's all of that. And it's just sort of like, oh, well done.
Yeah. I probably have others. I remember watching the very first film break.
Oh, really? What was that in?
The Mask.
Okay. Was it the pan up from...
I don't know, but we were watching, my dad and I, and just the sound went garbled, and then it was and then screen melt.
Oh, nice.
So that was kind of like, oh, don't know what happened.
This is an odd film.
Yeah. Lights come up. Usher comes in.
Usher gets everywhere nowadays, I tell you.
I know. Yeah, you know, he's a good lad, old Ush. And yeah, explaining the technical difficulties. And I think we waited about half an hour for them to fix it.
That's a shit projectionist. Was this at cinema? No.
No, this is the Empire. So this would have been 94.
I'll give them credit then.
I think when The Mask, 94? 95 when The Mask came out. 94, I think.
94, I think.
So there's a lot of film firsts, I remember.
Yeah.
But not an awful lot of the film, but film firsts.
No, I get that, because I remember a lot of the feeling of leaving the cinema when I was a kid was always there was a secondary level of enjoyment. There was watching the film and being completely lost, not remembering anything about the film because I was in it. I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
And then coming out and thinking like, oh, we're still in that world.
Yeah.
And then trying to think of like, if we're in that world, how's this to apply? How does this work? And all that kind of stuff. And enjoying that. So lots of film firsts at the cinema, but what was it you watched to death or a lot of as a kid?
There's a few, but the one that I have gone with is Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Number 1 film when I was born.
Oh, there you go. I absolutely loved Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Official video or recorded off the telly?
Both.
Laserdisc.
No. I had the TV Edit VCR, VHS. Yeah. TV Edit VHS, recorded off a channel.
Yeah.
And watched that and watched it. And it wasn't, cause I think the TV Edit that I had didn't have the boot going into the dip.
Yeah.
It didn't have,
Christopher Lloyd's death.
No, it had a
hint of, because he has to die.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's like, how's this resolved?
Oh, everything's just done, everyone, bye!
Yeah, and it didn't have, like, his eyes popping out and going wild. But it still had, Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah.
And...
Patty cake!
Yeah, so it still had most of that. And it wasn't until many years later that I had seen the unedited version and realised, fuck, that is dark.
It's a dark film.
It's like, I kind of...
Roger Rabbit, there's a fear that he's going to commit suicide throughout most of the thing. The fact that his wife is sleeping around, he thinks, and patty cake is meant to be obviously sex. And it's just sort of like, this is not a PG.
Yes.
Like, this is quite a grim film. But we get away with it because a penguin serves him a drink and he said, I said no ice! Because a penguin put ice in his whiskey.
Yeah.
Because of course a penguin would. And it is not a kid's film, but it definitely is marketed as one.
Yeah. The biggest takeaway from that, I remember, was the fake Jessica. When he's looking through the keyhole, because he goes into Toontown and he's looking for Jessica Rabbit. And he sees a woman in the window. Yeah. And it's like, that's her. And he sees her getting changed through the keyhole. And you're thinking, he's going in. They're going to not get together or anything like that. But something
could.
He could, yeah. He's going to go in there and he's going to get her and then they're going to go and do whatever. And he opens the door and it's saggy-boobed, skinny, crazy, non-Jessica Rabbit. And when he opens the door and her face turns around and she screams, "A man!" Absolutely terrified me.
Yes.
Every time I'd watch it, and there would be times where I would be putting my fingers in my ears so I don't hear that wild scream of a man. But yeah, that so viscerally effed me up as a child. And it's just a woman.
It's just a woman.
It's just a woman.
That's what put you off into life, wasn't it?
There's no need to be afraid.
Are you still afraid when someone refers to you as a man?
Jesus.
It is weird how the thing that got me when I was a kid was the old witch in Prince of Thieves, with Kevin Costner.
Is it when she bursts through the door and...
Yeah. There's that bit. And just... I think any of her in general, but when she bursts through the door, definitely. And it's just an older woman. And I bet she's not even that old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she's probably just in her 50s or maybe 40s. But as a kid, that was terrifying. Both PG-rated films. Yeah.
It's one that I've not watched for a very long time.
Do you think it's too much for your daughter?
Hard to say. Because there are things that she finds scary. My daughter is 4. Things that she finds scary that we're kind of like, no, let's not watch that. But she's obsessed with K-pop Demon Hunters.
That's true.
So
that does have moments.
It's the moments. Some of the demons are intimidating looking.
Yeah.
And the violent sequences for a animated film are quite violent. It's not a kid's film.
Also, the derpy cat demon thing.
She loves.
Cute as hell, but if you saw that in another thing, if that was looking at you at the end of your bed,
yeah,
you shit yourself.
Yes.
So it's
context.
It's
context
very much
key.
Context, and yeah.
So like we've been putting that off, but she had heard some of the songs at school, and her
Soda pop.
Probably.
I mean, I do laps around town and listen to that soundtrack.
K-pop is not really a genre of music that I have got into. But since this film, I'm kind of like, do you know what?
They're pop bangers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Blackpink, they're pretty decent.
Okay.
Awfully sexy. I think that's the bigger pull, I think, for a lot of
the
K-pop.
Attraction of the weirdly androgynous.
Yes. Across the board.
Yeah.
Everyone is that South Korean cosmetic beauty look that's out there, which is a shame. But across the board, they're all
Westernizing, perhaps?
It is a bit westernizing, but then it's also embracing certain elements of the Korean thing. Because I'm starting to see Western people mimic that style. And you have to be a bit like, oh, that's getting close. You want to be careful. And they're like, well, it's not. I'm just cupping the haircut. I'm just doing the same makeup. And it's like, yeah, all right.
But would it be as far as cultural appropriation or Asian face?
Yeah, I don't think it's as far as Asian face. And cultural appropriation is such an odd one because if the South Korean K-pop audience performers are being slightly more Western, is that cultural appropriation?
I think we're treading some
dangerous ground. Let me put it this way:
water. I think everyone should love what they love.
Do what you like, it doesn't hurt anyone.
Yeah.
And don't take the piss.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Do it respectfully.
Like, I don't get angry when I see... Oh, no, I do. Yeah.
Oh, when you see what?
When I see white folk wearing saris and bindis and shit.
What, like out and about or at weddings and stuff?
Yeah, weddings, I'll give you a pass.
Because my wife's best friend is Asian. And she wore a sari at the wedding. And I thought she looked lovely.
But if she's Asian...
she wouldn't... No, well, Emma's not Asian. Like, Emma wore a sari.
Oh, Emma wore
a sari as well. She was chief bridesmaid, but wore a sari.
Okay.
And the other bridesmaids all wore saris.
The thing is that
Raksha is also Asian, and
that is also done with respect.
Yeah, it's not a case of, oh, do you know what? I'm so into saris right now.
Namaste.
I read a book, and
now I love.
Yeah.
Like, I was in India once, and I saw this American woman, white, and her friends turned up at the place we were staying, and she did prayer hands and said namaste, and I was like, fuck that bitch, I'm never going anywhere near her. And that really annoyed me, and it shouldn't, because the place is a fucking paradise. But
yeah, I think there's something...
But if I can't get angry on holiday, am I even fucking British?
Fair point. Well, I mean, you're getting your Asian culture. You can wear what you want.
That's another thing as well. As a passing white man, I have to be careful about what I get away with the Indian shit. And my Indian knowledge and heritage only comes out around friends that are also Southeast Asian.
Yes. I think it's fair to like something but not become obsessed with it. Like, yeah, sure. Don't make your personality the whole thing, you know.
There's more interest in nuance.
Yeah, like I think as much as I don't think it looks particularly nice on most people, white dreadlocks. I don't think there's a problem with the white dreadlocks. However, it doesn't look great.
I have a problem with white dreadlocks because they look bad, not because it's cultural appropriation.
Yeah. So it's when white... Again, murky. You
can rag on Whitey.
There's a singer. Is he a singer? Is he a rapper? I don't know, but he's proper white Rasta. I don't know his name, but he's big on socials at the moment.
He's got grills.
Maybe.
Jamaican.
Is he?
I thought he might have been a white Jamaican guy.
Is he actually white Jamaican?
Because if he's white Jamaican, that's the thing. Like, I can't tell whether he is or isn't, because there's been things to say that he is and then things to say that he isn't.
He's coming across as a Londoner wide boy. He's trying to be Rasta.
Yeah.
But if he is, I take it all back.
But then again,
come on, mate.
If you grew up in a part of London where that is the way that, you know, your neighbours and your friends all speak, we're getting into that patois pidgin sort of territory where it's like, you know, I don't say grass, I say grass, I don't say brass, because I think it sounds dumb. But had I incorporated that into my lexicon when I moved up to Shrewsbury, would that be seen as me like appropriating Midlands like dummery, thick shittery, if you will? Whereas actually, I prefer that everyone thought I was being a posh twat because I said words correctly.
Did you say twat?
Well, no, because there's nuance, dickhead.
Yeah, no.
Nancy. I was always wondered how would the Queen say Nancy.
Nancy.
Exactly. And it doesn't work. A friend of mine says...
Too close to Nazi.
Well, the Queen would say that. She wouldn't say anything now.
No.
Well, no, we got a Queen, but Camilla wouldn't say it. I have a friend who says Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I think when it I am very much a Midland dummery. I will be grass, glass, fast, bath, and other such things. But so much so a proper Shrewsbury twang, and it'll be glass.
But that's because you're from here. I got no issue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But there'll be times where I will try and be. Wish I could another glass of water. So I'll kind of go a bit halfway, not glass.
So you're code switch is what you're saying.
Yeah, I won't be.
That's problems.
I won't go full. You know,
full mono,
full hard R with a glass.
Fucking hell. Never go hard R, son. Jesus.
But it will be a softer.
Yeah. Someone did say to me recently, I said something about I said plant or something, and he went, there's no R in that word. And I just looked at them and I was like, get fucked. Like, you've known me for 20 years and I've always said it. What the fuck do you think you're getting at?
I tell you what pisses me off.
Go on.
Herb.
Oh, there's a fucking H in that word. Use it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying, I do say horse. House. Fuck.
House. You say, if you're...
What time should I get around your house? House.
It can depend though, because I think we're certainly from here, let's go into the house. It's, you know, but we've got lots of herbs because there's already sort of like a glottal stop, right? It's like, let's go and I'll get some herbs out. So that it kind of like there's an immediate moment where you could just say, I'm going to get the herbs. I'm going to get the herbs. So it kind of, you're forcefully removing that H rather than it sounding natural. Yes, I understand that there will be French will say herb because that is
a part
vernacular.
Yeah.
But herb, no, it's herb.
No, that's fine. What about the word auction and auction?
Auction.
Cass says auction.
Oh.
But she used to work at an auction house.
An auction house.
An auction house. And I'm like, oh, is that just how they say it at the auction? Also, she's good with words.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of inclined to believe
knows them all?
At least 99.9%.
Oh, that's good.
She knows a lot.
I know a few.
She did say to me, she goes, can I proofread anything that all your blurbs for your podcast? And I went, why? What's wrong with them? She went, nothing's wrong. I just want to do a proofread. And I was like...
Just want to make sure it's right.
I was like, well, have you read something? And she went, no. I just want to do a proofread. And I was like, right, something's triggered that.
Yeah. Did you ever find out?
No, fuck her.
I think you should put a mistake in somewhere for her to look for it.
Let's say that that's what I've done. And not just that I have probably made a mistake.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I am dyslexic, for the listener.
Any mistake is a happy little accident.
Is it dyslexia? Is it laziness?
Is it an Easter egg?
Get in the comments. Anyone, please. No one gets in the comments nowadays.
I think that's...
Because no one cares.
I would say that with movie podcasts, of which this is the best one, listener.
There are others available though.
Yes, yeah. If you wanted to, but don't.
Yeah.
It could become an absolute wasteland of fuck him, fuck his opinion. No, he's wrong with that. This is the right thing. Blah, blah, blah. And because
bumps you up the rankings though.
Yeah. Comments can be, comments are triggering. That's why I don't do socials.
Oh, that's fair. I don't comment. You know, and also I don't I don't read past the first shitty one.
Mm.
So, and not on like my stuff. Like, if someone writes a comment on my stuff, I'll read it. I don't care.
Yeah.
But if I'm on Reddit and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. What's that about? And I'll think like, I don't really want to open it. So someone will probably just give me an abbreviated version in the old comments.
Yeah.
And then you'll get one person being shitty. And I'm like, no, that's enough of that.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, I haven't got time to get in the comments for this. And then when I see like people back and forth arguing, I'm just like, oh God, it must be so lonely being that like isolated that you don't have anyone to talk to apart from online bickering pricks.
It's painful. It's just like, why? Who's winning? No one.
I don't think it's about the win, is it? I think it's the same as like flat earthers. They've been ignored for so long.
They want to be right.
It's not that they want to be right. It's they've been ignored for so long that they know that people are outraged by flat earth theories. So they go, the earth's flat. And then someone who's ignored them goes, what? No, it's not, you idiot. And it's like, interaction.
Rage baiting.
It's rage baiting, but from a lonely perspective, like lonely place. Like, I feel sorry for them.
Yeah.
Because if someone if they weren't such miserable, boring fucks in the first place, they might have something worth talking about. But because no one talks to them and no one engages with them, they have to then come up with dumb as shit ideas and then rage bait to get interaction. Like, I know this is funny I'm on a podcast, but I don't need, like, discourse.
Yeah.
I don't need discourse with people I don't know. Like, I don't need to, I know a lot of people like to go to the pubs and sort of just strike up conversation, and to me that is the worst.
Oh no!
Yeah, if someone random starts talking to me, I'm like, who the fuck are you, man? Like, what? No. And then if it turns out I'm wrong, fine.
Yeah,
sure, but I don't want it.
I don't know. I don't want social interaction at a pub. Like, there are times where I do enjoy going to the pub by myself with a book.
But that's the thing. If you're going by yourself,
and then it's just people going, just enjoy your pint. Let me enjoy mine.
Yeah. I'm not saying, what are you doing over there doing fuck all? No, I'm sitting here, minding my own business, reading my own book, having a nice drink. That's all I wanted to come here for. If I wanted to come and chat, I would have come on fucking singles night.
Yes. Which would be what, a Monday?
I mean, depends.
Desperation. I don't know. Do pubs do single nights anymore?
I think every pub's a single night, isn't it?
Oh yeah, fair point.
Sad acts.
Yeah, going out there. Oh, I'll get you.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in the pub midweek, you've got no one to go home to. You fucking loser. Anyway, what's the third question? Okay, so what was the first 18 rated? Because a lot of the films you've suggested so far have been quite age appropriate. So what was the first 18 rated film, and how old were you?
Again, the first I remember was Alien.
That's a good one.
And I think I might have been 9 or 10.
I feel like that is the age a lot of people watched Alien. I'm pretty sure my brother watched it around 9 or 10.
And I watched it. I was with there's an honourable mention to this, which I'll come to after. I was on holiday in a caravan in Wales with a friend and his grandparents. And they'd gone to bed and we were like, we had the TV times, right? So we knew that there was going to be Alien on. They went to bed at a whatever reasonable time, and we were like, Alien's on at 10. We should watch Alien. Oh my God, should we watch Alien? Oh my God, it'll be so good, And we're like, yeah, let's watch. Well, we came up with a plan.
Okay.
If it got too scary, we would say a code word and then go to bed.
Code word being?
I don't recall.
Got it.
Shit! Yeah. But also, ultimately, it was a great idea. The idea of having a code word so we know that we were scared, but we weren't being absolute fannies about it.
I'm just saying, this is getting me.
Right?
That's all I'm going to say.
But there was just the two of us. So what's the fucking point in having a code word when you're just saying, this is scary?
Bit much, isn't it?
Yeah. Just turn and go, yeah, no. Because if we're admitting that we're scared, why have a code word?
Yeah, true.
And we weren't. We did watch the entire film. Probably, again, with it being a telly 10 o'clock bad boy.
After Watershed.
Yeah, but still, I still reckon there will be an edited version. I don't think it will be...
Cut the death The chest burster maybe a bit early. I would say the scariest part of that film, from a child's perspective, would be in
The Alien?
The Alien when he's walking around the pipes.
Oh,
and then he turns and it's... Because that's a jump scare.
Yes.
That, it's a jump scare that the rest of the film isn't really jump scary. The rest of the film is very much that slow, sustained...
Terror. Yeah. Wouldn't necessarily... I mean, would this be described as a sci-fi or a horror?
Sci-fi horror.
Or would you be like a terror? Because I wouldn't necessarily...
Thriller is technically part of the horror genre. So if it's a terror, I think it all falls into horror. And then it's horror sci-fi or a sci-fi horror.
Yeah. I mean, I realised how stupid I sounded when I said, is it a sci-fi or is it a horror? Or is it fucking sci-fi horror? Like, is it a film about romance? Or is it a comedy? If you put them together...
Depends which side of the fence you're on. If you're an alien...
Comrom.
That's an odd way to do it. Comedy. No, that's dramedy backwards. Fuck! Commodore. Cut that. Oh, shit. So, when you were little, watching that film as a 9-year-old, I'd obviously, being an adult, I can watch anything I want. But I miss that feeling of, I shouldn't be watching this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I guess I shouldn't be watching this. Like, I watch a lot of...
it's not meant for you.
Yes. And, like...
It's not taboo, but it's a bit, I shouldn't be...
I shouldn't be watching this. If mum and dad found out...
Yeah.
I'd probably be getting in trouble.
Yeah.
And the closest I can get to that as an adult now is watching, like, really horrible, obscure, like, graphic horror films. Or... Faces of Death or something like that. Where it's real deaths, and I've got no interest in those.
Yeah,
but I miss that feeling of like, I shouldn't be watching this.
Yeah, like torture porn shit.
Yeah, because then it's just like, well, unless it's done.
Torture
really
porn movies, not actual,
torture porn
stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've never understood that either, but we won't get into that.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Yeah, like it definitely felt like we know this isn't for us.
Yeah.
We know that this is probably going to be too much because there's clearly a rating on it for a reason, and we're only little boys, and we know that we should.
Did you ever do that thing where you would check the next channels either side so that if anyone came in, you could change it quickly and at least not be caught off guard with what the other thing was?
Yes, I have done that. But it is... I think when you're
as an adult.
As an adult. No, I definitely have done that. Watching a film that I shouldn't be watching as a kid, and just generally pressing the up button, because pressing a number for pressing 1 for BBC One, the lag input on a remote control would be far too long.
Are you sure? Yes, I want 1. Whereas it's up.
Yeah, because I suppose back in the day it was just like it was 1. It wasn't 0001.
No, I think you just pressed 1 on the remote.
But it'd still be lag input. But so it'd just be channel up or channel down. Yeah, definitely did that. And then I think I watched Aliens obviously a little bit after that, and was astounded by the tonal shift of the films.
Yeah,
obviously Aliens is wicked. I loved Alien for, I suppose, being the very first major horror movie that I got through.
Okay, yeah.
My honourable mention was the first 2 minutes of Hellraiser 2, and I think I was about 8.
Okay.
And it was the quick snap cuts of the first... Yeah. What happened in the first film. Watched that and immediately was like, nope, this is not for me.
Can't do this.
No. And it terrified me.
And I remember when I would do those things, I would be a little bit traumatised for a beat afterwards. Like, what have I seen? I shouldn't have seen that. It
was a Sleep with the Light On night, that one. And again, funnily enough, that was a friend's sleepover. Yeah. Watched it, and then both of us like, no.
That's too much.
I was not a fan of that. And then it wasn't, I never saw Hellraiser 1 until I was an adult.
Okay.
Like, definitely into my 30s.
Oh, okay.
and realised it was just dreadful.
It's not a good film.
It's not a good film.
It's not a good film. The Hellraisers are the ones that I didn't watch until much later. And I used to do a thing every Halloween where Kirsty and I would watch the entire series or something.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we would, one year we did all of the Jason Friday films.
Oh my God.
Yeah. There's a lot.
Yeah.
But then, I've done all of the mains.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And when it got to the Hellraiser one, I watched the first 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Maybe. And then I was like, life's too short. I'm not sitting through these. And like, I'm sure I could say the same about other horror trilogies or other horror sort of anthologies, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think Hellraiser may have just been the icing on the cake of like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I can't sit through all of this shit for no long. So watching things like Alien and Hellraiser for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
What was the first one you watched that you considered grown up?
Ooh, this one, I think it could be controversial in the choice, but I don't think it is because I'll try and explain why. But Forrest Gump.
Okay, before you say anything, I can see why that would be a grown-up film. So explain yourself, but I think I'm already...
Yeah. So again, that was 94, so I would have been 10.
Okay.
A lot of my choices are coming from
10-year-old Mike.
10-year-old B, yeah. And I think it was because of the subject matter. It was a funny film in places.
Sure.
It was a drama throughout.
Yeah.
It was a harrowing film.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Losing Bubba was a horrible point.
Yeah. There was action, there was drama, there was intrigue, there was romance, there was death. So I think it encompassed so many different things, but still having like thematic, just because he is intellectually deficient, he should be treated as anybody and a normal person. And, there's morals throughout the entire thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's the first film that I watched where it wasn't shit blows up.
Yes.
Shit blows up in this film, clearly. But it's not the overarching reason why you're watching it. It's not an action flick. It's not a boom, boom,
no,
let's go watch
drama.
Shit go down.
Yeah, it's a drama, but it's not like a war drama which had blown up or anything like that. It's just very much a story of someone's life.
Yeah.
Which, Terminator is a story of Sarah Connor's life.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's a sci-fi film.
Yes.
Whereas, with Forrest Gump, you are introduced to him as a young boy, and then you leave him as a young man, let's say, or a man.
A single dad.
A single dad, and with a son that might have AIDS?
I mean, it's never
addressed.
It's never addressed, but...
if the mum had it...
It's quite possible that he has HIV.
Of course, it'd be HIV, not AIDS. Not full-blown AIDS.
Not full-blown.
Half it.
Diet.
An acceptable amount of HIV.
Yeah.
Like Charlie Sheen had. And he nipped that in the bud, didn't he?
Magic Johnson?
Did he nip it in the bud?
I believe so.
Look at these people.
Yeah. So I think that it was definitely a grown-up film. It was also very awkward watching it with my mum and dad, where...
he blows his load.
He blows his load.
Yeah. I had to ask, Mum, what's going on there?
I didn't.
Oh, that's good.
I knew, but I kind of also was kind of like, oh,
they've ruined this for me.
Not a sex scene, but kind of
a more realistic sex scene.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Just jizzes his pants.
Yeah,
and ruins his
pants.
Jenny's roommate's jacket. Yeah, but yeah, I watched that film. I love that film. I think it's a marvellous movie.
It is lovely. I rewatched it recently.
And the book. Have you ever read the book?
No.
It's so different.
Oh, okay.
To the writer of the book wanted John Goodman cast as Forrest Gump because that is the stature of Forrest Gump in the book. He's tall. He's built like a brick shithouse.
that makes more sense.
Yeah.
That like a country boy would be this sort of quite big corn-fed.
A Lenny.
A little bit of it, yeah.
Yeah. He's also foul-mouthed in the book, Forrest Gump,
Okay.
and not a particularly nice person.
Oh, really?
So I read the book and I was like, oh, Forrest, you are a bit of a shitbag.
Oh, shit.
And it's one of I thought, genuinely, the movie is better.
Oh, nice.
I haven't read the sequel of the book.
Is that Forrest Pump, where he gets really fit?
Forrest Dump, because Jenny's dead. No? Too much? Too soon?
Too soon, probably.
Yeah. They go really meta on that.
Yeah.
And have Forrest Gump as the character of the book in real life, meeting Tom Hanks playing him in the movie of his life. And that's about as much as I know of that book, which kind of makes me think,
Oh, sorry, you're not joking, you're not riffing?
No. And I think that's genuinely, that's
okay.
kind of cool.
Now I'm in.
But because I disliked the first book.
Yeah. Did you just dislike the story, or did you dislike the writing style?
I suppose I disliked it because it was so different from what I was expecting.
Because I think if it's that one, maybe the second book might be an interesting.
Yeah, I did. I suppose I disliked Forrest a bit.
Okay.
But there's so much in the book that he does that is not in the film, which is just wild. He goes into space. He crash lands.
Apollo 13.
Yeah. He crash lands on like in a bloody jungle or an island, big island somewhere.
Castaway.
Meets with cannibals, who teaches him to become a chess grandmaster. And then he plays chess and becomes a chess grandmaster and wins the championship. Blah,
Okay.
blah, blah.
I didn't have a chess film.
Saves Chairman Mao from drowning because he was over in China. He played the whole ping pong thing.
Yeah.
There's a subplot to that in that he goes to China and is made to go to China by the CIA because they want him to infiltrate.
How many pages is this book?
It's not a big book, but it's it's
full.
You know what? Everything I take back. It's fun, but I still don't like him.
Fair enough.
I prefer the movie.
I'm currently reading the first Lord of the Rings book for the first time.
Oh.
So let's see how that goes.
Skip the songs.
There's no songs in Lord of the Rings, is there?
Yes.
Oh, is there?
Pages of songs. But
I thought it was just Hobbit there was songs.
No.
Oh, fucking hell. I'm not
Yeah,
songs.
Yeah. I love the Lord of the Rings trilogy book. I love reading it. It's a fantastic book. It's a slog of a read. It's not an easy read, I don't think.
Okay.
It does take a long time for things to happen.
I'm about 20% of the way through, and he's just leaving the Shire now.
Yeah.
To pretend to move to a next town.
Yes. Yeah. But so it's a slog of a book.
Yeah.
But it's still incredible.
Okay. Not another one where the films are better.
There are bits that are cut from the film which needed to be cut, I think.
Okay.
As in, like, cut out of the book. So, the whole Tom Bombadil.
Yeah.
This is a controversial take that people say Tom Bombadil should be in the films. No, he brings nothing to it, in my opinion. My opinion can be wrong, and that's fine. Please don't stop listening to Ted's podcast because of the shit things that I say. Just
no, you can.
Stop listening to his podcast because of the shit things he says.
Yeah.
No, so I'm kind of like, no, don't need him. I read it. Okay, yeah, there's a lot that he brings, and the lore of it. If you want to get down to that, pushing your glasses up your nose, bollocks.
See, over my life, I have gotten less and less. If anyone, I know you're saying it in a, descriptive way, but when people say, well, in the lore, I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what else has happened in the other books, or in the history, or in the fucking Hobbit. I don't care. I'm reading this book.
Yeah.
And if I get extra flavour from knowing that,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't need it. Like, I should be given everything in this story. So yeah, fuck lore.
Yeah. No, enjoy the book, though.
Okay.
But you've seen the films, obviously. And you don't need to read them, but they're still good books.
Okay. Well, I will finish Fellowship, and then I'll go Forrest Gump as a palate cleanser before going into the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
Before I crash into the Twin Towers. What film holds a special place in your heart?
So, like, I've got a couple that I've put on here. Again, Jurassic Park, because of the cinema in Belfast. That just huge spectacle of understanding what cinema is and the enjoyment of that. But that's not my choice, really. But I think any film that I really enjoy holds a special place in my heart. Because if I didn't enjoy it, it can fuck off.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go for Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Bogus?
Bogus. I think it's better.
Ooh.
I think Excellent Adventure is excellent.
Lives up to its name.
Yes, and it was an excellent adventure.
But 2 is probably rewatchable.
2 is where they've realised we did well with the first one. Let's give them more money. Let's build up that budget and make it a bit more of a spectacle.
Yeah.
Fuck it, Rufus's outfits, the future outfits are so cool.
They're dope.
Bill and Ted are cool.
Yep.
Grim Reaper, William Sadler, fantastic.
Dope.
The fact that they go to hell. They go to hell. They have the devil there. That's blown most of the budget, I would imagine.
Yes.
Those sections.
Devil Doom.
Even now, looking back at it, it has aged.
Yeah.
But at the time, great.
Those little hell worlds that they had to go through all the doors.
Oh God,
that's such a wonderful take on hell.
Yeah,
you know, and how
your own personal hell.
Your own personal hell, and the corridor that they're running doing is short. It's not doesn't fit them, so you're always uncomfortable, or it's because it's a child. You know? And it's oh, that's good. And then
the doors all opening in hell, so their own personal hell are coming for them is scary.
Give Grandma a kiss. That one.
Also played by Alex Winter.
Oh yeah. God,
Granny S. Preston.
God, that's horrible.
Yeah.
He did a good job at that.
Yeah.
But no, I know what you mean. 1 is great fun, but 2 is it's a bit like Wayne's World 1 and 2. Wayne's World 1 is a good film.
Yes.
2 is actually a more entertaining film.
Yeah.
Like Terminator and Terminator 2. I think Terminator is a better film. Terminator 2 is a lot more enjoyable film. I prefer 1 to Terminator 2. But,
See, that... We'll come to that later.
Okay. So Bogus Journey... is one that holds a special place in your heart.
Yes.
Was it... for me, it was a musical awakening. I think from then I liked Kiss.
I bought the soundtrack.
Nice.
And Primus.
Yeah.
Was never heard of them really before. I was not a
musical kid.
A musical kid. No. I grew up. I listened to a lot of the shit that my dad listened to. So I listened to a lot of 60s. I listened to.
Same, but not in a bad way.
No.
A lot of Hendrix and the Doors. I listened to.
Yeah, it was very much. If we're in the car, we're listening to some sort of retro station. Or if Beacon FM was on, then 103.1 Beacon FM, that gets turned off pretty quickly because Dad doesn't listen to
new shit. I set the car to classical because if for any reason, if the radio does turn on in my car, I don't want to hear it. So if I have to hear it because it's come on automatically, I'd rather it be classical than hear whatever a pop song is or one of those people that's having a good time. I can't, Smashy and Nicey, I can't have them. So, I have to go classical. And not because I'm a poncy wanker.
No.
It's because I'm a miserable fucker. So not poncy wanker, miserable fucker.
Yeah. So I can't watch. I can't watch the radio in the car.
You can't.
No, got to watch the road.
Bloody DVLA telling you what you can and can't do on the road.
I I don't listen to classic FM anymore, just because I think this is another controversial take just on music now. Classical music whilst driving is one of the most emotive musics because of the ebbs and flows and the way that it can build up and affect your driving.
That's fair. I listen to a lot of hardcore metal and punk, which one would think would make me drive aggressively, but it calms me down. So
I used to listen to a lot of Radio 4. I was very much a talk boy.
Well, now, if I can't be fucked and I just want to like get in the car and go somewhere quickly, I'll just put on a playlist that's on my phone, and it's just my In the Garage playlist, which is just a collection of most of the songs I like, if you know what I mean. So it's, I think it's 500 or 600 songs, and I just put that on shuffle. But if I know I'm going somewhere, like when I drove to Scotland at the beginning of the year, I just downloaded about 4 or 5 podcasts, and I was like, I'm just going to listen to these. When I went to see Julian in Bristol recently, I just 2 podcasts. It was the Robert Maxwell double episode of the Behind the Bastards. And I was like, I'd rather just hear someone talk about that than music that I might not like.
Yeah.
Or having to keep playing the shuffle game, you know?
Yeah. If I'm doing a short trip, I will radio. If I'm doing a long trip, I will podcast all the way.
That'll pick up.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Waffle?
I'm good.
Okay.
I might have one later, maybe.
But yeah, it's, so you bought the CD.
Yep.
What else? Did you dress like Bill and Ted?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, my friend, funnily enough, who I watched Alien with, we loved Bill and Ted. Absolutely loved Bill and Ted. To the point, I bought him a red baseball cap. Nice. And I had a green baseball cap. Because I was very much the Bill and he was very much the Ted. Because I had blonde curly hair and he had straight dark hair. So we kind of...
Imagine how it went in my house. Louis looks like Ted. My name is Ted. How's that look?
You're always the Bill.
I look like Alex Winter.
With darker hair.
With darker hair and overweight. Whereas Louis had that straight black hair and the dark features. So, but then I'm Ted.
Yeah.
So
I should be Ted. Ted was the coolest.
Yeah. And I feel bad because Alex Winter is not a loser.
No.
Alex Winter, is dope.
Yes, he is. But I think there's definitely a costume side of things because Ted's costume in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey with the smiley face on his jacket, his hoodie over the jacket, it just was so cool.
Imagine the monochrome version of that. That's how I dress most days.
So we always wore things. So basically, he would wear one color of something, and I'd be like, "Oh, we're gonna meet. I'll wear another color." And we'll both be wearing baseball caps backwards. So he was very much Ted. I was very much Bill. And life was good in the summer in the 90s, you know.
Do you reckon you could pull off a backwards baseball cap now?
No. Not really. I mean,
I sometimes do when I'm working on a building site.
I rarely wear a baseball cap. The only time I would probably wear it on holiday to literally block the sun out. So I'm not putting it on backwards. Unless I'm playing on the sand with LED with a ball, I might turn it round. Because my the baseball caps I have are NFL caps. Okay. So I will wear a cap if I go to a game in London.
Your team being?
The Seattle Seahawks. One reason and one reason only. It was really bloody sunny in Wembley when I saw them when I went to the NFL the first time to see the LA Chargers and Tennessee Titans. And I couldn't see shit. So I went to a stand to go and buy a hat. And they had the Raiders and they had the Seahawks. And I'm like, fuck the Raiders. I'm not wearing that.
You're not a Vegas fan.
And then, and I thought, but I do like neon green.
Fair enough.
So
I would have gone straight for the Raiders.
And then when I got home, I realised I was wearing neon green underwear. It was as if it was meant to be.
What had you eaten for you to have shit neon green?
All of the burgers.
The ooze from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. The BSE burgers.
That's why, bring it all the way back. That's why you like the Seahawks, because you bought the hat.
Yeah.
Fair.
It was my introduction into NFL. I was always thrown like, it's fucking far too long, and it's so stop-start. It's so boring. And then I went to go and watch it, and I was explained to it by sort of a big fan, and I was kind of like, okay, so I do get that it's a game of tactics.
Yeah.
And you only get those 4
down
chances to get the 10 yards. So I was kind of, okay, now I understand why it's so stop-start, because if they don't get it, it turns over. That's your brief NFL explanation for the listeners. And I knew nothing about any of the teams.
Okay.
So I was kind of like,
Seahawks I knew pretty good.
This season, they're very good.
I haven't caught a single game this season. So I'm a Green Bay Packers fan.
Mm-hmm.
But when Aaron Rodgers, towards the end of his career at the Green Bay Packers, he made it really hard for me to watch them because they clearly all hated him and they were just letting him sacked all the time.
Yeah.
And he was then going off with all his anti-vax stuff.
Yeah.
And you should support the team, not the player.
Yes.
And I found it really hard to watch because it was like you are tanking games. And they had just got, was it Matt LaFleur came in as their coach. And he could have won them a Super Bowl in his first year easily. But they were just having none of Aaron Rodgers. And then because of that, I kind of just stopped watching.
Yeah.
And I think I got rid of my Rodgers jersey because I was just like, I don't like this. And then I thought, like, well, maybe I should go for another team. You know, just I've been a Packers fan for 20 odd years at this point. I was like, maybe I'll just go for a different team because I no longer enjoy watching them play. And there are other teams that when I watch, I'm actually a bit like, oh, they're good fun.
Yeah.
I always have my A and B team.
Yeah.
Raiders was actually a B team for quite a long time. And I enjoyed watching him. Marshawn Lynch was in Raiders at the time, and I really liked him. And, you know, it was all good. It was all fun. But then Game Pass did a really shitty thing where the day before, was it the day after we'd all just paid for our year, they said, due to blackout restrictions from the NFL being now shown on Channel 4, you won't get all the games that you're paying for. It was like, because the NFL was being shown on Channel 4, they were trying to show most of the season. Like, I would say a good third of the games weren't available to us. And it was like, why am I paying the same money then?
Yeah.
And also, that's fine, but how about, because I choose, you have to pick your team, who do you follow on Game Pass? And it's like, Packers. So give me all the fucking Packers games minimum.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to say, all right, we're going to black out all non-Packers games that are being shown in your area, sure.
Yeah.
If I want to catch those, I've got to go watch it on thing. But I am paying for a premium service. At least give me all of my team.
Yeah, give you the premium
service.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed they did the 40-minute abbreviated games, and then was there a 40-7 and like a highlights reel or something?
Yeah.
And I used to watch the highlights reel for every game, and I would watch the 40-minute highlights for the Packers game.
Yeah.
And I would do that. And that was great. And every now and then I'd watch a full game if it timed up right. But on my train into work, I would just be like, right, catch all the highlights, see how everyone's playing, who's doing really well. And I got way into it, and I really enjoyed it. I wanted to do it with baseball as well, but I don't think I've got the energy.
Oh, yeah. Because, I mean, I moan and did moan about how bloody long American football games were. And to watch baseball
I did go see Test cricket, though, recently, didn't I? So
I mean, I really enjoyed that. When I
will happily go and watch cricket, but I wouldn't watch cricket at home.
I will go to any sport,
sure,
and watch live sport anywhere.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of live hockey. Ice hockey for me is the only game that I'll go to.
But watching it on the telly, it's probably going to be highlights for a lot of things. Cricket highlights, fine. Golf, I'd love to go to a tour.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Am I going to watch the full Masters weekend? No, I'll watch the highlights.
I sometimes get a bit jealous of football fans because my brother would get really excited to watch Match of the Day.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't give a shit. But imagine if every night, is it every night Match of the Day? Yeah, I guess Match of the Day.
No, I don't think it is every day because they don't play every day.
Someone plays every day, don't they?
I don't know.
Either way, he got excited. He'd watch Match of the Day,
Yeah.
and he was able to catch up and watch whatever about it. And it's like, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Is it now Thierry Henry,
Micah Richards,
who I think's hilarious,
Kate Scott,
yeah, and then
Jamie Carragher.
But
they're not Match of the Day. They're not Match of the Day.
They're not.
No. They are CBS Sport.
Oh, I'll happily watch those guys.
So yeah, they're
I don't
brilliant.
care about football, but I'll watch those.
Yeah, they're. I think they're CBS. They tend to do Champions League.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like sort of the gag reels and their shorts on socials are brilliant. But yeah, I'd watch them. I like Micah Richards as a
Pundit?
Analyst.
Yeah, he's good on. I don't watch it. Again, it's just highlights. But have I got news for you?
Yeah.
Not have I got news for you. League of Their Own. With Ramesh.
Yeah. Pundit. Yeah. Anyway.
So, what's your controversial opinion on a famous film?
I'm going to give you two.
Yeah?
One is something that was very briefly discussed, is that Terminator 1 is better than Terminator 2.
100% agree.
I think technologically, Terminator 2 is a masterpiece.
Yeah.
It is genuine. I think it's fantastic. And today, what it was, 91, 92 for Terminator 2?
Yeah. It made, 91 it made.
You're looking at the CGI today, and there is a clear degradation in skill, time, and money put into it.
Yeah. It's how quick they can get it done, not how good.
Yeah, they're just going to, let's pump it out. They're working crunch.
Yeah.
They've got to get it done. Terminator 1, as a sci-fi, not a horror, sci-fi thriller, is, in my opinion, probably a perfect movie.
Yeah, it's definitely... I would sooner watch Terminator 1 at any time.
Yes.
Terminator 2, I would be like, oh no, we'll watch that,
Yeah.
My father-in-law's got a cinema at his house, and it's like, I'd probably watch the 4K of it at his house, you know what I mean? And do that at Christmas, and that's that.
Yeah.
Whereas Terminator, I would watch it this evening.
I think that it does show, don't tell very well. I mean, there are clearly expositional bits that are coming out in dialogue. Fine. That sort of thing, I kind of feel like you have to. And yes, there's a scroll at the beginning. Oh, yeah, whatever. And flashbacks, fine. But as a protagonist, Sarah Connor is just a normal young woman.
Yeah.
Who, there's nothing special about her.
At all.
She doesn't suddenly become this badass.
Nope.
Yes, she does things that are badass at the end. But throughout the entire thing, she's still vulnerable. She's still a normal person. She has her hero protector in Kyle Reese. And also a really well fleshed out protagonist. Protagonist? Co-protagonist? He's clearly seen some shit. He's cynical of everything. He hates everything. But there's humanity to him still.
Yes.
And he does love Sarah Connor, and that, O-face.
Like a turtle.
Yeah. His storyline is brilliant, and I think that Michael Biehn plays him fantastically. It's just so good.
I miss Michael Biehn.
Yeah.
He was excellent in this. He was excellent in The Abyss.
Yes.
And he kind of just...
And in Aliens.
Of course, and in Aliens, he's fucking magnificent in that.
Yeah.
And then he kind of just stepped away.
Yeah.
I like how I've just named 3 James Cameron films. He was nothing else, apparently.
Yeah.
But then just stepped away. He did a few things.
Very well.
And then that was it. He just...
Tombstone.
Oh, God, I forgot he was in Tombstone. Yeah, and he just disappeared.
Yeah. I think, his hype was never continued. His flame burnt so far, so bright, so fast, and fizzled.
But from what I've heard, he chose to fizzle. And then you can say that when you've...
Yeah.
On hindsight. But it sounds like he did a bit of a Josh Hartnett, where it was like, oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. I like acting, but this is not what I wanted.
Yeah.
So I'm going to walk away. And it's like, fair enough. Well done. Well done for having the ability to see that in your future and step away. I mean, Hartnett's having a wonderful renaissance. I mean, technically, he never really left. It's a bit like Brendan Fraser. Everyone keeps saying like, "Oh, Brendan Fraser's renaissance," and if you ask him, he's like, "I've been working every year, since the '90s. You just haven't seen me." Yeah, and it's like, ooh, that's fair. Yeah, it's Doom Patrol.
He's just since the Whale. He's just suddenly, oh my god,
yeah,
he's back, baby.
Him and Rachel Weisz have signed up again for a fourth Mummy film, and I don't want it. Like, don't get me wrong, some of these legacy sequels have been a lot of fun, but
I as a legacy sequel, I enjoyed Jumanji.
First one.
Entirely different from how the original film went.
Sure.
And I liked that they didn't completely copy it. Yeah. They made it its own. The Rock and Kevin Hart can absolutely get in the bin though, in everything that they do.
There was such an odd, like, I wasn't a fan of The Rock when I was a kid in wrestling fans. I liked Mankind. He was my guy.
Yes.
The Rock was not my guy. And then when he started doing acting, I didn't like his early stuff, like Be Cool and Welcome to the Jungle, all that kind of stuff, The Rundown. I didn't mind those. But then there was a period like Southland Tales where I was like, oh, he's actually all right. Like, he's not that bad. And then I quite liked some of the stuff he did. And then by the time he got to Fast and the Furious, I was like, all right, cool.
I just hate the fact that he's got a clause in his contract that if he has a fight on screen, he cannot lose. And I'm like, just be humble.
Yeah.
You've clearly then got such a fragile ego. I know it's your brand, but
Rocky lost.
Rocky lost, yeah. And that was a fantastic ending to the first Rocky film. Absolutely fantastic. And the last one.
I don't think, as a kid watching Rocky, seeing the hero lose, and it's not about losing. It's about how hard you can get hit.
And keep on going. And
keep on getting hit. And you're just like, oh, that's a better message than when I play to win.
Yeah.
And it's like, what about just playing for the love of the sport and for trying?
And to show that he can.
And show that you can.
Yeah. Like, it was about going the distance.
Yeah.
It was about going the distance. It was about, he was very much... words escape me. Manipulated.
Right.
I think he was very much manipulated into the entire thing. But I love Rocky. I love the Rocky franchise. I think it's fantastic. Four doesn't get enough love.
You think 4 doesn't get enough love? I think 4 gets plenty of love.
I think
6 doesn't get enough love.
Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
I love Rocky. I have a poster of Rocky Balboa upstairs.
I'd say Rocky Balboa is maybe my favourite of them. Like, my friend Sam just watched them for the first time.
Yeah.
He bought the 4K box set of like 1 to 5.
Nice.
And
5 can, just stay in the box.
He said he didn't mind 5, but he was like, it's definitely not the best.
Yes.
I think he put 5 and 2 as the worst 2, which I found shocking with 2.
Yeah.
In fact, I might read out his order for you, just for you.
Oh, yes, please.
4, 3, 1, 5, 2. 4 being the best. And then, God, I loved Rocky Balboa.
4, 3, 1, 5, 2. 2 being last. That's...
I don't know if I'd put 2 last. I might even put 2 possibly before 1.
5 is last.
100%.
4 is my favourite.
Yeah.
Is it the best?
It's the most watchable.
Yeah. I think it's becoming more modern because I think Rocky 1 is clearly a product of the 70s.
Yes.
Rocky 2 turning slightly. I think Rocky 4 is mega 80s.
Yeah.
Mega 80s.
And it's Cold War at its finest.
Yeah. Rocky 3, again, kind of... almost a made-for-TV movie.
Kind of. And like as a kid, I was a Hulkamaniac.
Yeah.
As an adult, I definitely fucking wasn't.
Yes.
But as a kid, I was. And like him being part of a Rocky film made it like...
Thunderlips.
And like it definitely gave the credibility to me. Like, well, these Rocky films must be good if the fucking Hulkster's in it.
Yeah.
2, I can't really remember, but I do remember enjoying it a lot.
Oh, they're in the hospital together at the beginning. I remember, and Rocky gone in to see Apollo, and Apollo was bitching at Rocky about having, being beaten, and he was like, well, yeah, I lasted the distance, I went the distance, and then he wheelchairs himself back out. And I just think it's like aftermath. I think that the way that the Rocky films move on from one to another is really clever.
Yes.
Rocky 4 to Rocky 5, the first 10 minutes of Rocky 5 is fantastic, where he's in the shower and he realizes he's got concussion. He's really, really been rocked fucking hard. And how hard that Drago hit him.
Yeah.
And he just knows that he's really, really unwell.
He's done.
And I think is a fantastic opening to a film. A sequel.
Yeah.
Clearly, you've got to watch the one before that. Otherwise, you know that he's been hit by something, because it does show little bits. But I just think it's a really bold move, and it's really cool. As the film itself, as it goes on, no, not so much. But
I do like that most of the Rocky films show like a broken vulnerability to him.
Yeah.
It's about persevering. Every single film is about persevering in some way.
Yeah.
And I think that's a very good message, especially in sports films. Like, they can get very persevering, and then you win the big trophy at the end, and the girl and the guy and everyone, you get everything you've ever wanted, and then you never have to think about that world ever again.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's fine. But when you see the person win, and then the aftermath is them fucked in the shower, or the aftermath is, actually, I live on my own in Balboa. Like, he's just...
Yeah.
He doesn't have anything anymore.
Yeah.
And you're just like, his son doesn't speak to him, and it's like, why has he got no money in that one?
What, in Balboa or
Yeah.
5? Well, in 5, he hands over power of attorney to his solicitor, who wipes him clean. Or Paulie has given power of attorney to the solicitor, who wipes him clean. So that's why he goes and does like a street fight. And so it's rags to riches to rags to notoriety.
Yes.
And then he doesn't do boxing anymore, and then just has his restaurant.
Yeah. And then Creed.
Yeah, which
I never watched the third one.
I've not seen 3. I've seen 1 and I've seen 2. I really liked 1.
Yeah.
I really liked 2, the fact that you had Drago's son back in it.
Yeah.
Thought, okay, that's cool. That's really cool. 3, I've not seen. But I think, isn't 3...
I don't watch it because Jonathan Majors.
It's 3 Jonathan Majors?
Yeah. Which, I didn't want to watch it at the cinema when it came out because of the Jonathan Majors scandal at the time.
Controversy, yeah.
Now, I think I could watch that film without him getting any money by finding a secondhand DVD or a secondhand Blu-ray. So I'm more open to watching it now.
Yeah.
It's, I don't want him to get any money.
Yes, fair.
But he was also not the only person that made that film.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Michael B. Jordan, was it his first directing, the third one?
I think it was. And I think it's kind of... And that's for me why I'm kind of like, I'm not fussed. Not that I don't think that Michael B. Jordan would be a potentially good director.
No, but whenever I see an actor turn director for something that he's starring in, and I say he because it's very rarely a woman that does that.
Yeah. And also for a already well-established film
franchise and an extended franchise by being in the Creed thing and by being an established actor, I do think the third Creed film would have been a wonderful place for a up-and-coming director to cut their teeth.
Yeah.
Because that's where everyone used to do it.
But also at the same time, I suppose for Jordan, it's the safest place. It's the third one.
Sure.
In the sort of the ranking of trilogies, it's possibly going to be the worst. But it's also, everyone's probably going to expect it to be the worst because
it's the third one.
Yeah. Who's that fussed about going to see it again? But I think also the fact that Stallone has got, I think, nothing to do with this one. I don't think he's in it.
No.
I don't know. I'm not sure whether or not his character's died.
I thought his character didn't die. Or just, it was very much like, the first one is, I'll help you, but this is something you've got to do on your own.
Yeah.
The second one is, you've proved you can do it on your own. I'm going to have to take a step back now. And then the third one is like, I'm alive as a character, but
yeah, you've moved on.
This is your thing now.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I think, again, that's a great way to do it. As much as he's being a bit annoying with his views at the moment, Stallone, I think, has always been a wonderful movie star.
Yes.
It's just...
And a relatively poignant writer. He can write character.
I mean...
He's not a great actor.
Oscar winning with Rocky.
Yeah.
Like, come on. But I think that's what things like The Rock is missing, and Jason Momoa. Like, Arnie doesn't have an Oscar, but Arnie did do some spectacular work in his choice of films. Mm. Also, perfect timing for Arnie and his career because the bodybuilding popped off and everything.
Yeah.
But people like The Rock and Momoa, they are only... Like, The Rock is
They're
good
two-dimensional.
at business. He's good at business, apparently.
Yeah.
But I don't think
his team are good at business. He's a good face.
And he's not creative. You know? And I think that's... the thing I always find with all business-minded people is that they are very jealous of creatives. And as soon as they realise that they can't do it, they get shitty. And things like, well, I can't lose in a fight because my ego's too small. Mm. Because they've never displayed a piece of art. Yeah. And it go, that's not very good. And that's that.
I have my other controversial opinion is that Die Hard is absolutely a Christmas movie. Because some people will say it isn't. Some people say it is. And I know that the barometer of is it, isn't it, at the moment is definitely it's not a Christmas film. You're wrong. However,
what makes it a Christmas film to you?
There are many reasons. The constant inclusion of Christmas music is but one small facet.
All right.
Okay.
Next, you were telling me you think Elf is a Christmas film.
If Die Hard was not set on Christmas Eve, it could not be made. Hold on. Let me rephrase. That's stupid. No.
Yeah, so, that is stupid.
If the terrorists would not have attacked that building had it not been Christmas, because they were waiting for a Christmas party, so they have all of the staff, all of the people in one place at one time. The security was more lax because there was just a Christmas party. They knew that everybody would be working or somewhere else, either going to see families, but there'd still be people there. Okay, so they've chosen it. Even Hans Gruber says, it's the time of miracles, Theo. So, and there's that. John McClane would not have been in LA had it have not been for Christmas, because he was going to see his wife, who was named Holly. Holly is a Christmas plant.
Certainly is.
Had the terrorists attacked at any other time, it would have been a completely different outcome. John McClane would not have been there. They would not have had... The movie would not have been made. The scenario would not have been the same. So... Thematically, there's a theme of redemption from John McClane.
Okay.
Which is a general theme in Christmas movies.
Certainly is.
Family reconciliation is a theme in Christmas movies. It starts with a Christmas song. It finishes with a Christmas song. It's a Christmas movie.
Is Lethal Weapon a Christmas movie?
Yes.
Could you watch Lethal Weapon or Die Hard any other time of the year?
No.
That's not true.
No, you're right.
I think that's the bit that gets me. I'm happy to acknowledge that Die Hard is a Christmas film, but if you'd also said, do you want to watch it during the summer? I'd be like, yeah, put Die Hard on.
Yeah, absolutely I would. I would watch it.
But I wouldn't watch Elf or A Nightmare Before Christmas or It's a Wonderful Life in the summer, in the same way I wouldn't watch Jaws in the winter.
See, I would watch Home Alone at any point in the year.
No.
I've watched Elf so much that I don't care for it anymore.
No, I don't care for Elf.
Jaws, I would watch again. I would probably watch that at any time. I get the whole it's a summer film. It's beachy, it's watery, it's sharky. You want to watch it in the summer, But I don't think that the time of year that you watch something for that, you could watch it whenever you wanted, but also the place that it's set and the time that it's set, being Christmas, is thematic and it is important to Die Hard.
Yeah.
And you're that is why I will not try and convince.
No. But I think there are other scenarios where, because they didn't need everyone, they only needed the boss. So they could have easily just got him. He worked late with Holly to close a deal, and John was coming in to visit because it's his daughter's birthday or the son's birthday. He was coming in to visit because he was going to try and reconcile their marriage. You know what I mean? I think
at Christmas. It
doesn't have to be at Christmas though, because why would you try and reconcile your marriage over Christmas?
Kids.
Maybe. But I just feel like it doesn't necessarily have to be Christmas. You get extra flavour it being Christmas. But because I can watch it at any time of the year, I wouldn't say Christmas is the driving force behind it.
And I'd probably agree. I do. I concede that. I could watch Die Hard. Die Hard is in sort of definitely my top 10 favourite films.
It's a banger.
I could watch it any time of the year. I choose to watch it only at Christmas.
That's fair.
It's my Christmas Eve film.
Because I would say 2 is far more Christmassy because it's snowing.
Yeah. All right. However,
the law.
However, at the end of the first movie, when the building explodes and all of the bombs are falling out of the sky, it's thematic of falling snow.
So would the company have gone bust if all those bonds came out flying? Because they would have lost them all. Because they're bearer bonds, you don't need proof of ownership, you just need to have them.
Oh. I would probably say that they're insured either way.
I don't know.
Would you get insured for a terrorist attack?
Depends what your company is, I guess.
Yeah, don't even know what they do.
Yeah, what is it they do?
Nakatomi Corporation. I mean, they're a big conglomerate. That's going to be a Google for later, I think.
Go on then.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get to the last question.
Yep.
What have you been watching recently?
I go through different stages of genres. I'll pick something and I'll be obsessed with it for 2 or 3 movies. A courtroom drama. I'll go, I fancy watching a courtroom drama, and I'll
gun through them all.
Yeah.
I love that.
A Few Good Men.
Yeah. Oof.
A Time to Kill.
Oof. Yeah.
So recently I've been going...
Judgment in Nuremberg.
I've not seen that one.
The new one out. Nuremberg.
Yes. I went through a little bit of Oscar bait.
Okay.
Iron Claw.
I liked Iron Claw.
Fantastic. I thought it was such a great film. Zac Efron showing some good acting chops.
Zac Efron is very good.
Yeah. I mean, it's a shame what's happened to his face.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of that is to do with his accident. He had some sort of accident.
Sure.
But I thought Iron Claw, I was in tears at the end of that film.
Yeah.
I think we watched it the week of.
Oh, okay.
Prior.
Yeah.
But I just thought, I think it was... Iron Claw was a real emotional film. I knew nothing about the Von Erichs.
Yeah.
I didn't know their legacy or their dynasty that they've, whatever had happened.
Well, I'd seen the WrestleMania that he was in.
No.
But I hadn't clocked the name, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise he had one foot in that WrestleMania.
Wild.
Absolutely wild.
I watched A Real Pain with
Jesse Eisenberg and
Kieran Culkin. Yeah. Enjoyed that.
That was out when I was at Austin last year. That was one of the films that was at the festival, but I didn't see it.
Yeah. Kieran Culkin, I think, absolutely deserved.
Do you think he's playing a character or himself?
Both.
So he should get an Oscar for playing himself?
An Oscar for making it as real as possible. Because isn't that...
But he's not Kieran Culkin in that film. That's right. Change your opinion.
No, fuck. I still think he should have got it. I mean, I thought it was lovely.
I really enjoy Kieran Culkin as an actor, and by all accounts, he seems like a decent fella.
Yeah.
Considering what the Culkins have been through,
Yes.
like with their dad, like they've all come out relatively normal, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So yes, like they are a dynasty family that I think do deserve awards.
Yes.
And Macaulay, I love that he just took his money and went and lived in Paris.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, cheers, guys. Get fucked.
Wonderful. And now his wife acts, and it's just like, great.
They're just a normal family
Normal
with a lot
family.
of money
Yeah.
and a star on Broadway, which he has to pay for, but that's by
Do
the
you have
by.
to pay?
Yeah.
Ongoing.
I don't know, but I think you have
You
to...
pay to get it.
It's like $50,000 or
Yeah.
something like that you pay to have it done.
Yeah.
Which...
Really diminishes the fucking...
Yeah.
Like,
Until when I found that out, I was kind of like, oh.
Look at all these dickheads who've bought their star.
Yeah.
And I bet it costs more where it is.
Yeah.
If you want to go fucking down one of the side streets by
Down-
Kimmel.
And like Man's Chinese Theatre.
Well, you want it right outside there, don't you?
Yeah.
But it ain't.
But then everything's getting covered by carpet.
That's true.
So you'd want it maybe on the other side of the street. If they even have them on that street.
They do
I
have
don't
them on the
remember.
side of the street.
When I went past, do you know what? When I went to California in 2019, we were walking past Man's Chinese Theatre and there was a premiere that night.
Oh, nice.
It was Queen and Slim.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Had no idea what was going on. I think that they were setting up, they were prepping for it. And we walking past and I was like, oh fuck, what's going on? Took some pictures and shit. But yeah, then the cast they arrived later on. So I thought that was cool.
When I was there last year, I went there every day for 10 days because it was a film festival.
All right. Mr. Big Shot.
They didn't show my film there.
No.
Though. So if they'd shown my film at the Man Chinese Theatre, I would have lost.
Did you
my
get your
mind.
phone out and then play it and go, yeah, my film's
played
playing
here? It's played at the Academy, so go for yourselves. No, I was there a lot though.
Other films, K-pop Demon Hunters,
Nice,
as I've mentioned. Songs are banging, film's banging, enjoy it. Last film I went to see at the cinema, I went last week, Running Man.
Ooh, good. Okay.
No. It is an above average action flick.
Okay.
I went to see it in 4DX at Telford.
Oh, Christ.
And it really, really helped.
Oh, really?
Not helped as in like it
I
was
only
a
saw
shit film
Sonic
beforehand.
3 in that, and I almost got thrown out of my chair because it was only me and my mate Will, and
Yeah.
we were sat on the 2. Do you know how they're on a 4?
Yeah.
And they're pivoted in the middle?
Yeah.
We were sat on there.
Okay.
On to the listener, on the 3rd and 4th seat, let's say.
Yeah.
So there was no counterweight. No one else was sat on our row.
Oh.
So there was no counterweight. Stop it.
That explains why we were getting chucked around to shit then.
Yes.
Yeah, because there was just 2 of us on our row.
Yeah.
Because I thought it's a chase film. Let's go and watch it with some tech.
Yeah.
Incredibly faithful to the book.
Oh, good.
Incredibly faithful to the book. Have you ever read that one?
No.
Good book.
Is it under his...
Richard Bachman.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Stephen King as Richard Bachman, but they credit him as novel written by Stephen King, because why say it's Stephen Bachman? Because everyone knows it's Stephen King now. Yeah. Good fun. Glenn Powell, I think, is becoming everywhere at the moment.
It's a shame, because I like Glenn Powell.
Yeah.
But I don't want him to get oversaturated like certain other actors.
Yeah. I think he is, it's a very enjoyable, tongue-in-cheek, dystopian,
I love dystopia.
chase film.
Excellent.
You know, that's all it is.
I do want to see it. I should probably go to the cinema before it leaves the cinema.
Yeah. I would definitely say if you're going to see it in the 4DX, because I had so much fun.
Okay.
I genuinely, I was like, this is fucking brilliant. Because, there's a lot of punching going on.
Yeah.
And you just feel every jolt. But the flash of lights with some gunshots is very cool. And water and wind. And
When we went to see Sonic 3, me and my mate Will, he was like, why the fuck have you booked this? And I was like, I didn't realise. I just booked the one that we said we'd go see, time-wise. And then when we went there, I was like, I fucking hate this, because I was getting thrown around and punched and all that kind of stuff, and then spat in my face with water.
and I was getting tossed around. But after every single relaxed.
Yeah.
I was like, one more could be good though. Just one more before the film finishes. Really,
So yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to see everything there.
No,
But Top Gun, I would.
You pick your films. The last film,
Glenn Powell film, I guess I want. Any Glenn Powell, that Twisters, Top Gun.
The last film I saw it was D-Box back then, not 4DX. So it didn't have the wind or the water. It was just the movement of the chair.
Okay.
Was Marvel Age of Ultron. So the Avengers Age of Ultron.
Shit.
So that was 2.5 hours of getting fucking pounded.
And then you went to the cinema.
And then I went to the cinema. Which I really enjoyed. I think it was a great way to watch an action film.
Yes.
It's clearly, it's made for that. I'm not going to go and watch, I wouldn't watch a horror or something. Because
I don't want a little brush of wind on the back of my neck.
I mean, the levels of subtlety they'd have to go to really make that. Oh no, I don't like it, and that's not for me.
You're a little scaredy bitch.
I am a scaredy bitch. I like a horror film because I think that it's one of the films that you would get so engrossed in, because there's lives at stake and so much at stake, and I feel like I'm a victim throughout the entire thing as well.
Because I am fully aware of how horror films are made. They lose all of that for me. Whenever I see a prosthetic or whether I see a gory death or a monster or something like that, my first thought is how did they do that? How did they build that? I wonder who built that. Was that Greg Nicotero? Who did this?
Yeah.
And all of those reasons take me out of it. Or watching a thing and being I know how they did that. I know where they've gone.
No.
And it kind of ruins it for me. So I watch so many horrors, but it's the psychological ones where it's more story and, you don't see a monster, let's say, where I'm a bit I was going to watch The Dark and the Wicked last night, but I actually thought the trailer looked a bit too spooky for me for a late night film.
Fair.
Yeah. And I was I'm going to watch that in the day.
I'm never going to watch that then.
No. But we still need to watch, is it Talk to Her?
Yeah.
The next one.
The spiritual sequel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's watch that.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe we'll watch that at the next Curry Club.
At the next Curry Club?
Yeah, well, I'll put it on my phone. We just watch it at Avatar.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And I think sort of the last week I watched 28 Years Later. It's all right.
Yeah.
I kind of... Yeah.
I didn't care for it.
I thought it was all right. And they didn't need to show massive dong. Alpha dong. It's too much dong.
I would have said they showed average to small dong.
Yes, of course.
No, a friend watched it and we both disliked it. Then he said he rewatched it and he said if you watch that film as a family drama, it's actually a better film.
Yes.
So
I didn't watch it as a horror. I watched it. I like it. There's something that I was reading about how some people are equating it to Kes.
Okay.
And the boy and his abusive relation. I've never seen Kes.
Right. I've got the DVD knocking around.
I will watch it's one of them. It's I know of it. I know it's a big thing.
Yeah, and I don't know. Is it one of those ones that is going to be really sad that I don't want to have to deal with that? If I've only got an hour or two to watch, about 2 to 3 hours to watch a film, I don't mind if it's sad, providing that's what I know what I'm going in for. But if I don't know what it is, and it's this is miserable.
I did that with Requiem for a Dream.
Fucking hell, yeah.
I was in a really bad mood and had a headache before I started watching it, and then I watched it, and then I have never watched it since. But yeah, 28 Years Later, I thought it was fine. I thought it was okay. I thought it was better than 28 Weeks.
Sure.
I think 28 Days was the best of the three.
Yeah.
But yeah, Years I liked, and I look forward to the next two that they bring out.
I'm more interested in the next one only because it's Nia DaCosta, and I think she's an interesting filmmaker.
The old Bone Temple.
Yeah, but she did the Candyman remake.
Okay.
And the Marvels film.
The Marvels.
So the three Marvels. Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, and Monica Rambeau, I think.
Okay, yeah. I have absolute Marvel burnout. As soon as Endgame, yeah. I was kind of like, oh yeah.
I don't mind the Spider-Man films.
Oh yeah, the Spider-Mans are great.
But
I really like Tom as the Spider-Man.
He's good fun.
Yeah. I will watch Doomsday.
I'll watch Doomsday because Fantastic Four was my cut-off. It was, if Fantastic Four is dog shit, I will not go to the cinema to see Doomsday. I'll just ignore it. But because I actually quite liked Fantastic Four, I was like, all right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and I will go see Doomsday.
Yeah.
But if Doomsday's not good... I think Fantastic Four is the first... I mean, I enjoyed Thunderbolts, but I only watched it when it came out on TV.
I didn't.
I haven't gone to the cinema to see a Marvel film since the Spider-Man one, the last Spider-Man.
Yes, same. Yeah.
And I don't think I've missed out. Oh, no, I saw Fantastic Four, but between Fantastic Four and Spider-Man, I didn't see anything.
Yeah, anything else doesn't count.
Kind of.
Yeah, but no. I think it'll be good.
It's been lovely speaking to you.
And you. Thank you.
Thank you for having such a long episode. We actually recorded quite a long one.
Yes.
Luckily, we had all the time in the world.
And thank you for having me. Loved it.
Good. There's some interesting ones in that list. There are some things that normally I try and watch one of the films that the guest mentions. Mm-hmm. Ideally one I haven't seen.
Yes.
But on this occasion, I might die hard it.
And realise it's a Christmas film.
Yeah. Mm. I didn't say it was or wasn't.
No, fair. But yeah, no, check out Running Man, I would.
Oh yeah, Running Man's definitely
I
watch that in 4K.
Yeah.
4D.
X.
Porno, is it?
I don't know, could be. Is there any sex?
Anything's a porno if you want it.
Yeah, if you're brave enough.
If you're brave enough. Well, thank you very much, and, speak to you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. This has been a Lovable Rogue Productions podcast. Thank you to everyone that listened. If you want to help out your life in film, then download it, like it, share it, and give the pod a follow. I didn't realise till starting this that a download is the way they measure success and not just a listen. So, listening means nothing. Make sure you check out my guests on their socials, which will be in the description of the episode. Take a look at my letterbox. I've made a list of all the films that have been mentioned on the pod. There's fucking hundreds. So you can find some good films there. There are some good ones. There's some fucking weird ones, and I love them. Quick shout out to some of the podcasts I'm listening to. Caliber 9 from Outer Space. That's Rob and Joe's. That's really good. And then The Villain Was Right. That's a great fun. Check that out. If you really want to be a mensch, give me that money. There's a link in the description. It'll explain it all. But a download and a share is excellent, and I actually appreciate that a lot more than you'd think. We currently have no sponsors, but I am open to them. I'll shill anything. I don't care. This has been a Lovable Rogue production. Thank you for listening.